Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. This is Anonymous T. Hope you're having an amazing day today. So today we have a little key, and I want you guys to understand this is all love. This is not being mean or malicious, but this is constructive criticism. But once again, these ratings for Kandi and the gang have flopped, you guys. We have to talk about it. We have to talk about it, and we have to be honest with ourselves, you guys. So the ratings were terrible. Kandi and the gang, actually, Karen, wait. Let me start here. Karen HUGER show, Karen's reunion, you guys. The season premiere was this past Sunday on Easter, had a higher demographic than Kandi, who's on episode 7, you guys. What is going on? Karen HUGER with zero promo, hardly any interviews, hardly any commercials for her new spinoff, or however many episodes she's gonna have, had a higher demo than Kandi's, and it came on before Kandi's show. And here's the thing, you guys. I know some of you guys are going to, try to blame it on Easter. But this is a season low in the demographics, you guys. This is the lowest demo that it's been since the show has been out. And the ratings were down too. It was down to 414,000. But what these networks look at are the demographics, because they are looking to see, based off the Nielsen ratings, between that 18 to 50-year-old demographic, who is tuning in, how many people are watching. And for whatever reason, and we're going to get to the reason, it's not translating no matter how much promo Kandi is doing. And then it was strategic yesterday that the clip resurfaced when Kandi was hosting Ellen, and she's up here grilling Lena Waithe because Lena said on Watch What Happens Live that Nene was her favorite housewife of all time. And I'm like, no. And so Kandi was trying to guilt trip her, and Nene was saying in a roundabout way, she's like, hey, Nene's not boring. Nene's entertaining. Like, you're a little boring. But then she basically tried to clean it up at the end and said, well, you are my two favorite housewives. It was so cringeworthy, you guys. And this is the third time ahead of an episode that this Nene stuff is surfacing, but this time it did not translate into a ratings increase because people are onto the shenanigans. And so let's talk about it, you guys, because we're not about to blame the Lord. We're not about to blame God and Easter for these low ratings when a lot of people were tuning into stuff. A lot of people were tuning in. So let's get into that. So first of all, we're in the NBA playoffs. So that is one thing. So I believe the top 4 were all NBA playoffs and the cable night ratings. And then number 5 was like the Inside the NBA show. So this was the first time in forever that 90 Day Fiancé was not even in the top 5. But even 90 Day Fiancé still pulled in 1.5 million viewers, you guys. Still pulled in 1.5 million viewers. Also, this was the season finale, you guys, of Tommy's show, I believe. I want to say it was the season finale of Power Book Force. So that came in number 33. They have a 0.13 demo, you guys, compared to Kandi's season low 0.08, coming in with over 500,000 viewers, you guys. And Karen's show, even though it was, it's still like in the top 50 or so, it was like 52, but I expected that because there was no promo for the show, you guys. And I think now that it's out there, now that people are seeing Karen do promo, I think the ratings will tick up. Because a lot of people like Potomac, a lot of people prefer Potomac compared to Atlanta these days, with just how dark and toxic Atlanta has been getting as of late. So I expect Karen's show to tick up. but Kandi's show ranked lower than Karen's, which is awful because this is 7 episodes in. And so viewer wise, Kandi only had maybe nearly 20,000 more viewers. But the demo, like I said, is a series low for Kandi. A 0.08 is not going to cut it, you guys. And I know some of you guys are, hoping for seasons 2 and 3. Some of you were even spreading that there was already a season 2 and season 3, and that the show was already renewed. But that's simply not true, you guys. Bravo has not confirmed whether or not there will be future seasons of this show. And it was already confirmed, by Kandi and Todd that there's not going to be a reunion aired on Bravo. So they're going to utilize, I believe, Kandi Speak On It platform to air that. But we have to be honest, you guys. And this is all love. This is not, to be mean. This is not to be shady or malicious or this and that. But we have to be honest about what this is, you guys. We have to be honest. And the honesty is this show came out a couple of years too late. The show is very dated. The show does not entice people to want to go to OLG except for to have a photo op with Kandi, her mom, and her aunts. Let's just keep it a buck, you guys. Let's keep it a buck. There are still fundamental issues with this restaurant, and I feel like this would have been better off with the show coming out within the first 6 months to the year that OLG was initially open, right? Because I felt like we could, connect more. And that's the thing. We're still in a pandemic, you guys. Cases are going back up, even though they've relaxed these mask mandates. But there's no connection to the cast as from a viewer's perspective. We know Kandi, we know Todd, we know Don Juan. And the people who actually have compelling stories, we're not getting enough TV screen time of them. And I thought the focal point was going to be about OLG, was going to be about Kandi's mom and her aunts, how they came up with some of these recipes, how they came up with the menu, why certain foods on the menu were, personal to them, maybe some history about their family. It's a completely different show than what we were anticipating, and it's just a lot of foolishness that's taking place. And a lot of people was expecting this to be the black version of Vanderpump Rules, but at least with Vanderpump Rules, you could at least see how hands-on Lisa Vanderpump was in her restaurants, right? Because she wanted to make sure that even if there's drama with her employees, that at least a good product is still going to be put out there. And she's showcasing training. She's showcasing, people who may need to get fired, people who are having issues. She is showing you from the top down how a restaurant business should be run. And how she's expecting, the best, for her clientele out in LA. And that's not the same energy that is given at this OLG restaurant, you guys. And people are still leaving bad ratings. And I saw Kandi's stories of her filming, that people were waiting still outside of the corner or whatever, to come in. And that's fine. That's fine. But, you guys, there's fundamental issues that are wrong. And I know you guys are going to be in the comments, but Anonymous T, it's a good show. Anonymous T, we just need to get the word out. More people need to tune in. No, we did tune in, you guys. It's 7 episodes. We've tuned in. And there are just fundamental issues. There's storylines that are lacking. It really shows how disconnected Todd and Kandi have been from this restaurant. And I respect Kandi's business acumen. This is no shade to her in terms of her, putting her, ring in different hats and making that dough. I have no problem with that because I am a person who makes multiple streams of income in different capacities. So I'm not hating on that. But the fact of the matter is, this show could have been a lot better than what it's giving. And that's just the honest truth, you guys. Because with how long OLG has been open now, there shouldn't be the issues that, you know, Kandi and Todd are having at this point. And that's just keeping it a buck. And I think just a lot of people overall were turned off, you guys. And I think what happens, you know, in addition to the Nene shout outs, is I think what happens is some people tune out and then they think, okay, well, maybe I might tune back in this week to see if it gets better. But then there's like a storyline or something weird that takes place, and then they're like, you know what? I'm just going to tune back out. I can't do it. And that's why I feel like it's this seesaw. But coincidentally, it's kind of been around the times whenever Kandi has discussed Nene that the ratings usually tick up. But this time, in the resurface clip, it didn't translate to the same results. And I know Kandi feels a way about people who are talking about their ratings, but it's all in love, Kandi. It's not hatred. It's not being negative. This is constructive criticism if you get a season 2. If you get a season 2, you have to spend some money, Kandi. You have to spend some money to make things better. We have to upgrade, you know, the customer service. We have to upgrade, you know, the check-in process where people are sitting all over the place, upstairs, downstairs in the restaurant. We need, you know, to have the backup generators. We need to have iPads so people can do, you know, the little, and also credit swipe machines in addition to the iPads as well. But we just need to upgrade and get with the times. And the issues with the power outages and everything else. And, you know, some people feel a way about paying for parking. Like, there's just a lot. And then remember the issue when you guys were in the news about, you know, somebody's fee that they had their bill for a drink that they had ordered versus On the Rocks and not, and how you were charging for like a specialty ice. And I was like, what is going on? What is going on? Because that has never happened at any of the bars that I have been to across the country. So it just feels as though there's just so many things that we need to do, that we need to revamp this. Because if this comes back a season 2 and it's more of the same, the ratings are even going to be worse than what it is right now. Because people are going to look at it as though there's nothing being put into the restaurant. That as long as it's a show that's greenlit on Bravo, as long as it's a spinoff that's greenlit on Bravo, who cares, right? As long as you get some sort of an entertainment out of it. But that is not going to work in 2022. We have been so vocal on social media, you guys, especially about all these housewife franchises and how messy and toxic and disturbing it's gotten. And people spend so much time bashing Portia and her ratings. Say what you want about Portia, whether you like Portia or not. Her ratings were not this bad. And like I said in my previous video, her show was always ranked in the top 15. There was like one time I think it was like in the top 24 or something. But Kandi's show is pretty much averaged in the top 50. I think a couple of times there were like outliers where it was like ranked number 36 or something, but it's usually in the 40s and 50s each week. And that is very important to, you know, look across the landscape of things. And it's like, I'm not going to blame the NBA playoffs because overall, there's a lot of people who aren't even tuning into the playoffs, right? Because a lot of people are Lakers fans rooting for LeBron, or a lot of people are waiting till later rounds to tune in. So we'll see if ratings tick up for the NBA playoffs as well. But it's still doing good in terms of it still being in the top 5 cable ratings. And 90 Day Fiancé still, you know, being able to be within the top 10 or what have you. But we need to revamp, you guys. We need to revamp. Kandi needs to rebrand. This whole OLG situation needs to rebrand. You know, with some of these people may need to just be fired no matter if they've known Kandi for 20 years. I think this is one of the biggest issues with Kandi is a lot of times she allows problematic people to stay in her life forever and ever and ever based off of how long she's known them. And the problem with that is, the longer that goes on, the more that they take advantage of you, the more that they think they can get away with anything, and then the work and the quality starts to drop off. And then there's the entitlement, right? And then there's, all of this other nonsense. So it's like, there has to be a whole overhaul, you guys, if this does get a season 2. But just how hard Bravo has pushed the show, how hard Bravo has, done the promo, had Kandi on Wall Street doing all these interviews, talking to more publications than any other spinoff I've ever seen. Way more promo than happened for Portia's show. 10 times the amount of promo that I saw for Karen's show. I had forgot that even Karen's show was coming out. Without even seeing like a last minute preview of it. But it's like, it's not translating to viewership. And that is because of the issues with the show people have that are turned off. That it makes them not want to watch. It makes some people not even want to go to the restaurant, or if they do go to the restaurant as like a touristy thing, is just to hopes to get a photo op, like I said, with Kandi or her mom or her aunts. But in all seriousness, you guys, we have to do better. We should always want to put out the best quality, you guys. And Kandi has had way too many spinoffs to not understand the assignment, right? So I feel like if they fix these issues and really have employees there that are dedicated to bringing out the best quality food, the best quality drinks, the best quality customer service, that is going to make a difference, and that is going to entice people to want to come to OLG. But there's so much negativity, there's so much drama, there's so much just nonsense, and it's hard for the viewers to connect. It's hard for the viewers to continue to tune in each week with all of the shenanigans that's going on. So those are all the thoughts that I have. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please let me know what you guys think. Again, it's not, being mean or being malicious. It's constructive criticism. It's not a hater. Nobody is dragging anybody's looks or calling anybody out their name. We're strictly critiquing issues that are with the show, and we're trying to tell you why people are not tuning in. Because ultimately, I want everybody to succeed. I want everybody to succeed. I'm rooting for everybody to succeed. But we cannot promote problematic programming where the food does not entice you. There's fundamental issues to where the owners are being too cheap to, really improve the restaurant and make it, pop. That's the whole thing, you guys. So it's all love at the end of the day. It's all love. But let me know your guys' thoughts. Those of you, if it's your first time viewing my channel, welcome. Please check out my playlist. Please check out other things I have discussed, whether it's celebrity news and gossip, reality TV show reviews, sports gossip, entertainment, music, what have you. Please check that out. To my subscribers, thank you so much for your continued support. I'm grateful and appreciative of each and every single one of you. We are on the road to 10K. We are on the road to 10K, you guys. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bar so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.